The Dream King's Courier. Pawn. Chapter 1. It was more crowded and much louder in the auditorium than she had expected. On top of that, she was feeling very self-conscious as she sat in a back corner of the big room with most of her hair tucked up under a hat. "I thought an intellectual symposium was supposed to be a dignified affair," she whispered to the woman next to her. "Who said this was an intellectual symposium?" "Well, then how the hell would you describe it?" "One huge gossip session," said King Nathao's rider, Claire, "where we get the latest review of who's hot and who's not in the world of the gods." Gwen, the king's courier, shook her head and sniffed. "A deity ranking conference, huh? You'd expect a little more decorum. These people are supposed to be researchers presenting their findings." "There are many definitions of research that may not fit your preconceived notions. There is a reason this happens only every 3 years and lasts for 4 days, and that's just the core of the conference. There are weeks of maneuvering beforehand for the best presentation times and locations. Everyone wants their session here at the Promethean League's headquarters in the first 3 days, not the ancillary sites, and certainly not the final day when everyone who matters is already partying. And don't be surprised when you learn they found out all about you and know you are here. That silly hat isn't fooling anyone, except maybe you. We may not be wearing our coats, but we're known in these circles." The rider grinned, her green eyes sparkling. "And there are others here representing every deity you can think of. I'm trying to stay incognito. This white hair has its disadvantages sometimes." "I fully expect that we'll hear something about the escapade that led to that change during this lecture," warned Claire. "This is the big talk, where we find out if there are any changes in their top 10 ranking. I do believe this time around there will be some major shifting, and you are one of the reasons." "We," mumbled Gwen. "Right, we. Well, you know the Prometheans' goal is to make sure no person is unwillingly tied to a god. Just as their patrons stole fire from the gods and gave it to man, they work to take all the glitter and secrecy out of religions. They're very serious about their work. And when they announce the new list, they will explain why any changes have been made." "Humph. And they have this conference every 3 years? We have to be on edge every 3 years? And how do they learn everything so fast anyway? And why do we care?" "It is disconcerting how much and how quickly they learn of developments, whether a god is big or little. But this conference is always interesting, and it's a chance to renew acquaintances," continued Claire, as she watched the people coming in and ignored Gwen's attempt to slump further into her seat.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?